Check. Check. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to West Burlington Falcon basketball right here, streaming live on the internet. Good game tonight on tap for you between the West Burlington Falcons and the Rockets of Harmony. And joining me, this is Mike Jones, I should say, the assistant principal here at West Burlington. And joining me tonight is the man, the myth, the legend.
Brian Hopkins. What's up, guys? Good to be here.
B-Hop, otherwise known as B-Hop. Welcome, Brian. Good to have you tonight. This is our first webcast together.
Sure.
Looks like we've got a somewhat of a veteran and a rookie crew here tonight on the officiating front. I see several people that I recognize there. Garrett Gobble from Danville and Chris Baker. And I think that's a Cameron, and I can't think of his first name, but that'll be our officiating crew tonight.
Is that one of Mike's kids?
I'm not sure. I think it is. So we will turn things over to the PA announcer right now and for our starting lineups.
4 acts directed at athletes, coaches, fans, or officials are tolerated. They are on the basis for removal. Conduct does count. Could everyone please stand for your starting lineups? For Harmony, number 11, Taylor Deepus. For West Burlington, number 10, Aubrey Schmidt. For Harmony, number 13, Brianna Rice. For West Burlington, Tamara Gerling, number 22. For Harmony, number 23, Alina Whitaker. For West Burlington, number 34, Tori Moore. For Harmony, number 31, Tessa Story. For West Burlington, number 42, Ember DeJarnhood. For Harmony, number 51, Hannah Hudson. And for West Burlington, number 20, Addison Molenbanner. Jesse Cookjohn. West Burlington is coached by head coach Jeremy Price and assisted by Brian Marston. The officials for tonight's contest are Mark Cameron, Garrett Goebel, and Chris Baker. At this time, in honor of our nation, we ask you all to stand, and gentlemen, please remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem by the West Burlington Pep Band under the direction of Mark Eveleth.
Folks, and there was the pep band with the school song here for West Burlington, and we're ready for some on-the-court action tonight. B-Hop, what do you think of the matchups we have tonight?
I'm pretty excited about West Burlington's chances tonight. I didn't look at all the statistics going in here, but I don't know. I'm pretty excited to see what all happens and what transpires. We got a good 5 out there.
Absolutely.
Do you want to mention their starters? I missed a couple of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's talk about Harmony first. Starting for Harmony is number 11, Taylor Dupuis, I'll say. And Brianna Rice, number 13, Elena Whitaker, number 23, Tessa Story, number 31, and number 51, Hannah Hudson. And as they throw the ball up here, Tamira Gerling, number 22. We've got Aubrey Schmidt, number 10, Addison Hohenthaler, 20, Tori Moore, number 34, and Amber Desjardins, number 42, on the floor for the Falcons. Aubrey Schmidt has the ball at the top of the key. She passes over to Desjardins on the right side of the lane, who dribbles left and passes back to Gerling and to Schmidt in the corner. She takes a three. The lefty misses, but Tori Moore gets a big rebound and puts it back for two for the Falcons. And the Falcons come out showing a little full-court press action. Looks like a 1-2-1-1 full-court press, which produces a turnover.
Nice job. Good pressure. Harmony couldn't do anything about it, and nice little turnover there.
And Schmidt goes hard to the hole on the left-hand side and gets fouled by number 43. That can't be right.
33.
Oh, 23 is what he called that on. Elena Whitaker. We're a little high up here in the crow's nest to be able to see that, or the Falcon's nest, I should say. Schmidt hits the first of her two free throws, and a little bit of trading down there in the rebounding zone. Schmidt dribbles a few times to step up to the line for her second, and nothing but the bottom of the net. So the Falcons take a 4-0 lead with 7:25 to go in the first quarter. And again, they bring the press. And again, good things happen. Who was that? Moore got a hand on it, and it led to a turnover.
Yeah, Tori's been on both sides of those turnovers initially, and good pressure there. Harmony can't handle it.
Absolutely. Looks like Harmony's dropping back into a 2-3 zone, so we'll see how the Falcons handle the zone. Desjardins has the ball on the right side of the court, gives it up to Schmidt, who drives left to the middle of the paint, puts up a running jumper that doesn't get anything, and Harmony rebounds.
It's going to be the first time Harmony doesn't have pressure, so we'll see what happens here, the half-court action.
Looks like West Burlington's dropping back, and just with a little bit of pressure causes another turnover. It'll be West Burlington ball with 6:40 to go in the quarter and a 4-point lead. Tamira Gerling will take the ball in on the sidelines. Inbounds to Schmidt. Goes back to Gerling on the left-hand side. Gerling dribbles to her right, and Desjardins cuts to the baseline. A little bit of miscommunication on the pass, and ball goes out of bounds on the baseline there. It'll be Harmony ball, and West Burlington brings the pressure again. Leading to dribble off a foot, but it looks like it went off a West Burlington player. It'll be Harmony ball on the sideline there. That's 3 times down the floor now, B-Hop, that the West Burlington pressure has caused some problems.
That time they got a little too handsy, if you will. 22 Gerling with her first foul. But you're right, I like the pressure. Harmony doesn't seem that they can handle it, at least initially. I mean, it's still early in the game, obviously. But I think Coach Price is going to keep that pressure on. It's led to some turnovers.
And Desjardins ends up on the floor, but Gerling gets a good deflection.
That's going to be a foul on 11 there.
That's Taylor Dupuis, we'll say, and not exactly sure how we're probably slaughtering her last name. Apologies to the family of Taylor tonight. Gerling slaps the ball, West Burlington ball underneath. Schmidt from three-point range. Nothing but net.
And she gets a nice job all over the court there, Schmidt.
You bet. West Burlington comes out in
travel.
I don't know about. Okay.
Yeah, the guy furthest away calls the travel, right?
It's like I said last night. The ref blew the whistle. She traveled.
Absolutely.
And so, but Schmidt did have a nice steal, leading to a 7-0 lead for the Falcons. Another turnover by Harmony. I think that's their 4th turnover, and that's something that we might need to be keeping track of. Coach Price excited about what he's seeing out there with the pressure defense and the converting on the other end.
He takes the timeout. So yeah, score 7-0, 5:54 in the first. Number 10 for West Burlington, that's Schmidt. She's leading with 5 points, and number 34, that is Tori Moore with the other 2. So
Moore is, she can be a physical presence on the inside for the Falcons, and she definitely demonstrated it on that offensive rebound. And Aubrey Schmidt going to the hole hard and knocking down the three-pointer as well. They'll be two key cogs for the Falcons as the season goes on.
I agree. It's I mentioned it before. I believe two of their leading players. Is Price still out, or is she in now?
She got a medical clearance, so she should be ready to go here.
Okay, this will be the first game Price will be in, and obviously I think one of their starters. She's out for the whole season, and
so Gerling pushed the ball up to Addison Hohenthaler, who took a shot coming in off the bench. Hohenthaler, number 20. Hohenthaler did start the ball game, I guess, and she just was a little bit short on that shot. Falcons come out in man-to-man defense. Just Jardins is on the ball at the top of the key. That's number 31, Tessa Story, going to her right, and a little deflection. Ball goes out of bounds. It remains Rockets basketball. Referee hands the Rockets the ball. Again, West Burlington showing man-to-man on the out-of-bounds underneath. They do get a cutter that goes to the baseline, but, she took a little bit of a hop there as she caught the ball. After she caught the ball, another turnover for Harmony, and that will lead to West Burlington possession. And Hohenthaler goes over the top to Gerling, who brings the ball up the floor. She gets into the paint. She kicks it back out to Schmidt, who brings it out to the top of the court. And Coach Price yells for them to set things up. Schmidt over to Gerling on the right-hand side of the lane. Hohenthaler flashes to the high post, down to just Jardins in the corner. She takes a three. It's off the front of the rim. Rebound Harmony. And we will go to the other end of the floor.
See if Harmony can get their. Never mind.
That'll be the sixth Harmony turnover off a pass that probably should have connected. Now we talk to players all the time. Hey, if you're going to throw somebody a pass, throw them a pass right at their chest, right at their head. So if their hands miss it, it's going to hit them in one of those places. Schmidt puts the ball up to Gerling on the left-hand side. Looks like Harmony's come out in a 1-2-2 zone now. Down to Schmidt in the corner. She takes another three. It's off in and out. But Hohenthaler comes up with the offensive rebound. She gets it out to this Jardins on the left side of the lane. Aubrey Schmidt hollering for the ball. Let's set things up, guys. And then she takes a three-point shot. And it goes off the front of the rim, in and out again. And there's Moore again, being strong.
The senior, tough kid, man. My daughter's played sports with her for years. Just first of all, a great kid. Secondly, just very talented and aggressive, and she'll battle for those rebounds all game long, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And West Burlington comes out in that press, and Harmony gets another turnover. Schmidt gets the ball. She's going to the hole. She's fouled with a block by number 11. That's Dupuy's second foul. The basket is good, and Schmidt will go to the line for one. Aubrey steps up. Good form, shooter's touch, and she gets the roll. That's another point for Schmidt. 10-0 lead for the Falcons, 4:14 to go in the first quarter. The pressure still coming. And a lob pass that gets deflected by Gerling. Unfortunately goes out of bounds. Harmony will retain possession.
The pressure's making Harmony, ill-advised passes, long passes, statistically, things like that.
A turnover by Harmony leads to a turnover by West Burlington almost immediately, and then a foul.
It's going to be on Tori Moore, her first, I believe.
I think they called that one on Hohenthaler, number 20.
My bad.
Yeah, that's all right. And inbounded to Harmony, and leads to an immediate turnover.
So here's the Price sisters coming in. This will be the first time I've been able to see Gabby play this year, so I'm pretty excited. Number 24, Gabby Price, coming off injury, as you mentioned.
And her sister, Geraldine, coming in. Jerry, as we know her here, and number 32. They bring the ball up the floor. Schmidt gives it up to Gerling at the top of the key, who gives it over to Price. That's Gabby dribbling to her right. She gives it to Gerling at the top of the key, who passes it back to Price and down to Schmidt in the corner. She takes another three. It's off the back of the rim. Harmony gets the rebound. Harmony's point guard brings it up. There's a little bit of a miscommunication with their high post, and the ball is thrown out of bounds for, I hate to say it already here with only 5 minutes gone in the first quarter, their 10th turnover.
Is that what it is? 10?
It is, 10 turnovers. And Price goes to inbounds the ball, and the point guard almost gets it back. This time Gerling comes down and gets it from her as Harmony shows some pressure of their own. Gerling pushes it up the floor to Jerry Price, who pulls up off the dribble for a little jumper. And Schmidt gets the rebound. She gets in there and unfortunately turns it over there to the Harmony point guard, who's going down the other end. Gerling tries to swat at it, making the point guard miss, but number 51 for Harmony, Hannah Hudson, comes up with the rebound and the putback.
Way to read that by Hudson. Good job, and they're on the board. Harmony's on the board with 2.
Schmidt coming back down the floor with the ball. They give it up to Price at the top of the key. Again, Harmony showing a 1-2-2 zone. They give it over to Gerling on the right-hand side of the wing. Coach Price yelling out the offense. They're going to Schmidt in the corner again, and there's another 3, and this time she connects. Schmidt has got the hot hand tonight. I believe she's about 2 for 5 from three-point range, and that's not bad from 3.
40%. Just got my calculator out, and 2 for 5 is 40%. It's good at this level, I think, and she has 11 points to show for it.
Absolutely. Jerry Price ties up the basketball there and gets Harmony gets it back, though, on a steal by their point guard, number 11, Dupuis. And Aubrey Schmidt will get called with a hand check at the top of the key as she's going around the corner.
Looks like Hohenthaner and Disjardins is coming in.
Yeah, Tori Moore and Aubrey Schmidt will get a little bit of a break, and a little confusion there on the defensive end quickly for the Falcons. Harmony takes a shot that Tamira Gerling gets the rebound for. She gives it up to Gabby Price, who's bringing it up the floor hard. Gives it over to Disjardins on 3. We've talked about Disjardins in the past. When she gets hot, she can really knock down some three-point shots herself. She missed that one. There was a rebound by Harmony, a steal by Gerling, who goes hard to the hole. And she is going to be shooting 2 as she goes with her right hand to the right-hand side of the floor. It's fouled by number 51, Harmony's big girl, Hannah Hudson. Yeah, they gave that foul to number 23, Elena Whitaker.
That's kind of interesting. They have 2, with 1:58 left in the first, Harmony has 2 ladies with 2 fouls each. So. Yeah,
absolutely. Gerling goes to the free throw line, hits the first of her 2 shots. She takes a couple dribbles and lines up for her second. Comes off the back of the rim, and there is Jerry Price. And unfortunately, I believe she is going to be called with a pushing foul. So Price with her first foul of the game. And here comes the West Burlington pressure once again. They're manning up, and they've got somebody on the ball. They get the ball into Dupuis, who takes it up the right-hand side of the floor. Price will catch up with her to hassle the ball handler at the top of the key with the count on. And she goes inside to number 51, who took one too many steps. That's Harmony's 11th turnover. And Price inbounds to Gerling.
Feet got a little ahead of her on that one. Probably just need to take a breath, and maybe coach needs to take it. Timeout. It's 14-2. You don't want this thing to get too out of control.
All right. Price to Price on the baseline. It's deflected by the Harmony player out of bounds as Price tried to go to her left on the baseline. Price calling out double. She goes to Gerling in the corner. Gerling takes a 3 and nothing but the bottom of the net. That's another 3 for the Falcons.
3 for 6.
17-2 and 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Falcons showing some half-court trapping action, and that leads to a turnover by Harmony. Jerry Price gets the rebound. They push the ball ahead. Good ball movement by the Falcons. Good shot fake by Gerling, who goes to the hole. Unfortunately misses it, but Price gets her offensive rebound and the putback.
Yeah, they didn't give up on that outing there. Like you said, it was a nice lay down to fake out Harmony and Gerling, and here comes Price.
Another turnover. She gives up the ball. Nice pass by Hohenthaner to Disjardins on the right-hand side of the paint, who ends up with the basket. And the pressure just leads to another Harmony turnover. And, that pressure is really effective for West Burlington tonight. And Coach Price had a game plan coming into this, obviously.
He sure did, and it's led to 12 turnovers in the first quarter alone.
So here comes Gabby Price. She's walking the ball up. They're probably going to be looking for one shot with 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And not sure which way the possession arrow is pointing. It looks like it's pointing towards West Burlington. So it could be coming out of the quarter here with a basket and then another basket to start the quarter. So that could be a 4-point swing. So Price has got the ball at the top of the key with 11 seconds, and Coach Price yelling, go, go. She dribbles to her right and gets fouled by Dupuis. That leads to her third foul. And unfortunately, we're not quite yet in the bonus with 7 seconds to go. Price getting bounds to Gerling. That could be a good shot for us down there on that wing.
Oh.
Gerling, bottom of the net. Three-pointer with the clock running out. That leads to a West Burlington 24-2 lead at the end of the first quarter.
And Gerling just picks up 6 points here in the last few minutes there with hitting 2 threes. That's going to go. We're 4 for 7 on 3 points.
Yeah, that's really good percentage. I mean, anytime, we always talk about trying to shoot at least 33% from three-point land. And so if you can be above that, you can put the hurt on them.
Yep.
And we're seeing some good shooting out of the Falcons. Gerling's got a couple. Schmidt's got a couple. And I know that Desjardins not afraid to shoot from downtown as well. So it'll be interesting to see if we continue that.
Well, West Burlington's all smiles down there. Obviously, the game's not over or anything like that, but 24-2 after 8 minutes of play is you got to be happy about that. So we'll see what he's saying to them, and if they come out with the same philosophy, and if Harmony can make any adjustments in the second quarter.
Absolutely. And with that minute of the quarter break over, it is going to be Harmony ball, actually. I was looking at that arrow, and it was pointing towards our girls. I'm sitting behind it, not used to seeing it that way. It's the direction of the basketball, not the team it's pointing towards. So Harmony will have the ball, and West Burlington brings out man-man pressure.
Boom.
Gets a touch on the inbound right away. They go to Schmidt in the middle of the lane, who passes down to Gerling for a layup.
Count it.
Another assist
There we go.
for Aubrey Schmidt.
Started off with Desjardins there with the big pressure on the inbounds pass, and it led to 2 points. Good job. Nice team play. That ball touched three ladies' hands, and I'm proud of that.
Absolutely. It's always good to see that kind of basketball being played. Harmony misses a shot. They do get a shot at the rim that time. Usually it's hockey you're talking about, shots, attempts, but West Burlington pushes the ball ahead, and Tori Moore ends up with the ball again. Great teamwork.
Yep. Started with Hohenthaler with the rebound to Desjardins right over to, who was that? Price Jr. Jerry Price, thank you.
Yep.
Again, 3 ladies, 2 points. It's good. 28-2, West Burlington.
And so Harmony's got the ball on the left-hand side of the lane. We haven't had a chance to talk much about them. Dupuis got the ball at the top of the key. And we haven't gotten many of their names stated. Number 15, that's Michaela Green. She's new into the ball game. Passes back to Dupuis at the top of the key. Dupuis takes a shot that's slightly blocked. And Gerling gets the rebound. Long ends up out of.
In comparison, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. And so Harmony brings the ball down the floor, and Allison Taylor takes a shot at the rim, takes a look at the rim, but misses, and Harmony gets the offensive rebound. Dupuis tries to throw the ball back to Taylor, and it deflects off her hands and goes out of bounds. West Burlington ball. Aubrey Schmidt diving on the floor. For a little bit of a difficult-to-handle pass, and Coach Price wisely calls a 30-second timeout to get his girls under control, retain possession of the ball so that we can go down to the offensive end once again.
You're pretty good at this stuff. Hardly.
Hardly.
I'll tell you what. No, I know. Seriously, though. I mean, it's pretty impressive. First of all, West Burlington has such a neat deal here. You know, the grandparents or cousins or uncles they can watch this thing literally anywhere in the world. And we started this with football. We decided we were going to do this, but you know, there's not a lot of parents and people that step up. And if they're at home watching this, they want to do some of this. But I'll tell you what, man, you're good stuff.
Oh well,
I want to be learning a little bit here tonight.
I appreciate your color here, B-Hop, and appreciate the compliment. I've got a face for radio, so it works well on webcast too. So West Burlington gets the ball inbound it to Schmidt, who brings the ball up the center of the floor. And Schmidt passes over to Desjardins on the left-hand side of the lane, who controls the ball, takes a couple dribbles and picks it up. Swings the ball all the way over to Schmidt, who looks inside to Moore. Oh, she misses the bunny, but who is that? Hohenthaler gets an offensive rebound and puts it up. And Harmony tips the ball out of bounds. It'll be West Burlington ball underneath their own basket. Coach Price calling for double once again. Gerling takes it out of bounds. Tori Moore goes down the center of the paint. They throw it to Schmidt at the top of the lane. Hohenthaler wasn't quite sure what she was doing, so there's a little bit of a miscommunication there. Desjardins down to Gerling, who looks at the rim and has adequate time to set up. And
Harmony coach, he doesn't like that. I mean, wide open in the corner, he's seen it how many times? Well, you've seen it 5 times, actually. They're 5 for 8 in three-pointers.
Yeah, Gerling buries another three-point basket. That brings the lead to 31-2, so 5:56 to go in the half. There's not a whole lot to say here, really, other than Falcons. The Falcons are looking really good.
Really good. And I'll tell you what, sounding good, that West Burlington band over there. Might give them a couple seconds, and we'll turn it over to the band for 30 seconds here. And we're back.
Yeah, Mark Eveleth does a great job with that band. If you have a chance to get out to see some of their concerts, or I know we streamed a few of them online, if you get a chance to watch them, even from the past, there's some good musicians in West Burlington as well.
I'll tell you what, I mean, just to give a little bit more on that, if I may elaborate, I mean, you know, you're a teacher, you're teaching all these kids, and then, I mean, they're at almost every game, you know, basketball and the football and the time that is put in, a lot of his own time, so you got to give Mark big props and all those kids over there. They do a fine job.
Number 51 for Harmony, that's Hannah Hudson. She takes a jump shot at the free throw line that goes off the rim, and West Burlington rebounds. Schmidt dribbles down into the paint and takes a little jump shot. Hohenthaler thinks about trying to take the ball away, but then I better drop back. We've got a 31-2 lead. Coach doesn't want us pressing right now coming out of that quarter. And so Harmony's ball at the top of the key. They try to inbound it to 51 again. Hudson, and Tori Moore gets a good deflection with her ball side hand. Leads to a steal, pushes it up to Schmidt and up to Gerling on the left-hand side. Schmidt dribbles to the right. She brings it back to the left to Gerling. Hohenthaler comes out with a ball screen. Gerling dribbles around. Hohenthaler rolls. And she takes a little extra bunny hop as she's going to the hole. Leads to a West Burlington turnover. Here come the Price sisters. Reporting in for Desjardins and Hohenthaler again. Now Coach Price calling off the Dogs to at least half court. And West Burlington looking at a 1-3, looks like a 1-3-1 half-court trap. It leads to another turnover by Harmony. Schmidt goes right to the rim and ends up putting it in on a layup on the left-hand side. Kind of a three-quarter court press going on by the Falcons. And fortunately, looks like Tamira Gerling is going to get called for a foul on a reach-in.
Really is, just... I think that's West Burlington's 5th foul. Is that right?
Yeah, they're
as much pressure as they're doing. That's really not so bad.
No, not at all. Not at all. That's just Gerling's 2nd. She's the only Falcon in any kind of foul trouble here.
Travel.
So Dupuis takes a little extra step on her pass and turns the ball over. And Schmidt gives it in to Jerry Price, who hits Gerling on the right-hand side of the wing. And guess what? Another three by Gerling over there on the right-hand side of the lane. You know, it's really fun to watch Tamira Gerling, being excited about playing basketball and having a positive attitude out there on the floor. She's come back this year ready to play, and obviously had done some hard work over the off season, nailing a lot of jumpers.
I see a big change in Tamira, and it shows the good attitude, hard work. I mean, it's second quarter with 4 minutes to go, and she's already got 15 points. So
yeah.
It's nice to see a reward out of somebody that puts some work in, and like you said, she is a lot, always happy and working it.
Yep, absolutely. Tamira Gerling unfortunately picks up her third foul here on the jumper by Hudson, who goes to the free throw line and misses her first. And will sit for the remainder of the half. 4 minutes to go in the half, 36-2 Falcon lead. Hudson hits her second. That makes it 36. Did that change? 36-3.
Yeah,
all right. So West Burlington bringing the ball up, and up to Schmidt at the top of the key, who dribbles down the lane, gives it up to Price in the short corner. Price takes a shot. It goes off the back of the ring. Jardins with the rebound. Tipped by Dupuis out of bounds in the corner.
Is West Burlington, I believe, going to remain possession of that? I think courtesy of Schmidt. She tipped it over there.
Jardins throws a tough pass, tries to get it into Schmidt. It's deflected by Harmony, but West Burlington comes up with it. Price goes to the hole and shoots a shot right in the middle of the paint that doesn't draw any iron, but her sister, looking out for her, gets the offensive rebound and ends up getting fouled.
I was thinking the same thing. Jerry had her back, and so West Burlington maintains possession.
Price goes into Moore, who takes one dribble and gets pushed by Hudson on the baseline as Moore goes to the middle. That'll bring Torrey to the free throw line for 2 shots. I think it might be the first time to the line for Torrey tonight, and hopefully Torrey, I'm not sure what her free throw percentage is, but she hit her first, and that'd be a good place for her to make her living as this season progresses. You mentioned that she's a competitor and a real powerful young lady, and if she can get that ball inside, that one's off the back of the rim, but Schmidt gets the offensive rebound. She puts it up, and that's another 2 points for the Falcons inside the paint.
It's really a young team here. I'm looking, I guess I should look at my paper, but I see one senior on the team. Is that right?
Yeah.
Torrey Moore?
Yeah, we've got, Tamira Gerling's a senior as well, and so sure. Torrey and Tamira, and it's nice seeing West Burlington come out here like this. They struggled a little bit last year, and to see Tamira and Torrey provide some senior leadership for this younger team is a good thing. You've got some good senior leaders there. I didn't see the foul there that happened, but 33 Allison Taylor will go to the line where she hits her first, and that's because they're in the bonus. So I imagine that was a 1-on-1, and the foul was on number 42. And that's Amber Jardins. I think that was her first. Torrey Moore comes out of the ball game for a little bit of a rest. And Taylor steps up and hits up to Jardins on the right side of the floor. Jardins out to Schmidt at the top of the key. She dribbles into the paint. That's a sweet spot for her. She misses it off the front of the rim. The ball is tapped around a little bit, and it must have gone off West Burlington. It's red ball. Now, West Burlington showing press again here, and going to see if they can disrupt Harmony's offense some more. 33, that's Taylor, I believe, bringing it up the right-hand side of the floor. She picks up her dribble. She skips it across the court to number 15. That's Michaela Green. Green takes a few dribbles and picks her dribble up. Ends up having no passing lanes. Hohenthaler comes up with a steal. Unfortunately, she tries to connect with Price, and the ball sails out of bounds for a West Burlington turnover.
Yeah, good pressure by Hohenthaler there. And, a number of girls, actually. Hohenthaler recipient of their turnover.
That time, Jerry Price steps in as the ball is tried to inbound to Riley Proper, number 43, and Price ties her up for a jump ball. That leads to West Burlington possession. Price looks deep up the floor to Jardins, who bounce passes it over to Hohenthaler, who tries to pick it up and get it back to Schmidt. Jardins diving on the floor for the loose ball. It leads to another jump ball. This will be Harmony's.
And they're going to keep the pressure up with 2:29 left in the second. West Burlington's going to apply the pressure and try for another turnover, I guess, which happens.
Which they get. Hohenthaler guarding the basket. Does get the steal, but then she gives it right back up to 51. That's Hudson going to the hole hard. She gets fouled by Hohenthaler, who is a little bit upset about her errant pass on the steal.
Yeah, you got to give some props there to Hannah Hudson, though. She took it with authority, and she's going to be at the line for 2 now.
That's Hohenthaler's second foul. Hudson at the line. She takes a look at it, bends her knees, puts it up there.
Nice
Tell you
shot.
what, Harmony's done a pretty nice job from the free throw line tonight. I don't know that they've missed one, and of course that's my West Burlington Falcon attempt to put the hex on. So Hudson steps to the line for her second. And it always works. And so Price comes away. Price comes away with the rebound. She gives it to her sister, pushes it up to Hohenthaler on the right-hand side, pops it back out to Desjardins for a 3, and guess who's got the hot hand?
Well, you mentioned it earlier. If she feels it, she's going to be hitting it. There's no doubt about that.
And so now we're just trying to pressure in the half court. We get a deflection there by Desjardins, and Price up to Desjardins on the right-hand side of the paint. She picks it back out to Price, hopefully for another connection. That's off the front of the rim. Rebound 33. That is Allison Taylor. Allison Taylor goes coast to coast to the right side of the rim, and she is fouled by Hohenthaler, who tried to make a play on the ball.
Let's back it back up a little bit on the right side of the net there for West Burlington. I would just sit a Harmony player there. But if you think about it, I don't think they've taken a 3 anywhere else except for on that right side.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And so Taylor goes to the line for a free throw, and she hits her first. That's Hohenthaler's third foul. So we now have 2 young ladies, Addison Hohenthaler and Tamira Gerling, who will sit on the bench for the remainder of the half with 1:48 to go with a 42-7 lead. Taylor to the line for the second of her free throws. She puts it up. It rattles around a little bit and goes in the basket. That cuts the lead to 42-8. And Harmony brings some pressure of their own. And Harmony's pressure nearly works. Gabby Price ends up with the ball, gets it, pushes it up to Tori Moore in the corner. It's a tough angle for a pass right there, especially for Tori, who's a post player. And Gabby kind of threw it out there to the corner. Might have been better off to dribble it in and try to turn that into a 2-on-1 closer to the basket.
Maybe slow it down a little bit. I mean, you got a lead here, 1:38. And, I mean, neither one of the benches are deep here. I think we have 4 girls sitting on our side, and they have 3 suited up on Harmony's side. So.
And Harmony pushes the ball up to Hudson, who does a little nifty turnaround jumper on the left-hand side of the paint, and she ends up with the basket. It's 42-10 Falcons. Desjardins with the ball on the right-hand side. She sees that line, and she puts a shot up, and they've given her 3.
I quit counting the threes. I lost track, but I think we're 8 for 12 or 8 for 13.
Right in there. Harmony takes another shot at the basket. That's 43. Riley Proper, who ends up nailing it. Nothing but the bottom of the net. West Burlington coming the other direction. Desjardins on the right-hand side of the lane. Gives it out to Gabby Price at the top of the key. Coach Price calling something out, and that sends Aubrey Schmidt down to the corner, who takes another 3-point shot. Air ball, but Jerry Price comes up with the rebound. Unfortunately, she stepped on the baseline. That'll turn the ball over to the Rockets. And here comes Hohenthaler, kind of a surprise here. She's got her 3rd team foul, and she's coming in for Jerry Price. I think Hohenthaler's got 3. We don't want to see her get her 4th. A big baseball pass, a little miscommunication by the Falcons there. Up to Hudson, and Hudson tries to lay it up without using the glass off the back of the rim, and defensive rebound for the Falcons. There goes Price to Schmidt on the left-hand side of the paint. Schmidt is fouled by 51, Hudson, who tried to get back and make a play on the ball. But it ended up in a foul and 2 shots for Aubrey Schmidt. That is Hudson's 2nd foul. Schmidt dribbles a couple times, looks up, puts up the left-hand free throw. Rattles around a little bit, converts another point for the Falcons. Her 2nd shot goes off the front and the back of the rim and does not fall. The Rockets get the rebound and get the ball out to number 33. That's Allison Taylor who brought it up. She passes it out and then makes a drive to the hole as it's returned to her, puts it off the back of the rim. There's Addison Hohenthaler with the rebound. She outlets to Schmidt. Schmidt's looking for Tori Moore down there on the baseline. Moore shot fakes, Doesn't hit anything on that shot attempt. Harmony rebounds the ball, but falls to the floor. That is a travel every time.
West Burlington ball with 5.9. They'll see if they can get it up here and shoot a 3.
And Schmidt gets the ball in the corner, does put up a 3, and that'll end the half here, with the West Burlington Falcons leading 46-12 over the Harmony Rockets. And so I think we're going to take an opportunity here to go down and get a hot dog, get a nacho, maybe something to drink. We will tune in on the band a little bit here. I don't know if they'll be playing any. I think we will listen to the band tonight. And so we're going to take a break here for about 8 minutes, and we'll see you back here for the second half.
applause. Great job, guys.
Okay, it took a little longer to get that hot dog than I thought it would. We're coming back to you with action right away here. To begin the second half, it'll be West Burlington's ball on the far side of the court. Inbound to Schmidt. She goes to Gerling on the left-hand side. Gerling dribbles twice to her right. Gives the ball to Desjardins at the top of the key. Back to Gerling. Gerling to Schmidt. Back to Desjardins on the left-hand side. Ball screened by Hohenthaler. She rolls, gets the ball back, goes inside to Moore. Moore gets fouled by number 43. 43 is Riley Proper for the Rockets. And we did have a chance to get some first half stats as Moore goes to the line for her first, and she uses good touch and rolls around on the rim and falls through for her. That gives Moore her 5th point of the game, and she hits her second. Like we said in the first half, B-Hop, she is going to be able to make a living from the free throw line.
Yes, anybody that goes in hard and strong like her, they're going to get a couple fouls. They're going to be going to the line for a few.
So Harmony pushes the ball up the floor, and number 23, that's Alina Whitaker, takes a jump shot and misses. West Burlington rebound, pushed the ball up to Moore, who traveled just before she shot.
Yeah, she knows she traveled there. She wished she would have put the ball down on the ground one time. Just a little bit too far from the hoop. And
Harmony pushes the ball up to number 43. That's Riley Proper. She shoots a little jumper on the left-hand side of the lane and looks relieved that it went in. Desjardins dribbles the ball down the right-hand side of the lane, settles for a three-point shot without passing the ball. Comes off the back of the rim. Rebound goes to number 11. That's Dupuis. Dupuis up the floor to 31. Story, and back to Dupuis, back to Story. Story throws it down to 23 on the left-hand side. She tries to get it inside to Proper and turns the ball over. Now, I stopped counting after 20 turnovers there in the first half, but Harmony has turned the ball over quite a bit tonight, and that's led to a lot of Falcon baskets. And the Falcons miss on the other end, push the ball up to Dupuis, who pushes the ball over to Story. Story takes 2 dribbles to her right. She passes the ball over to Brianna Rice. Brianna Rice down to number 23. That's Alina Whitaker, who takes a jump shot, comes off the rim. Schmidt with the rebound.
Gerling gave her a little space there, shot it, missed it, and Schmidt with the nice rebound. Unfortunately, Dupuis takes a charge there, gets there a lot sooner than Schmidt, and Schmidt's going to take a foul.
Kind of your non-typical charge call there. Dupuis did not fall to the ground, but leads to a Harmony turnover right away. Gerling takes the ball, puts it up to Hohenthaler. Hohenthaler goes up for the left-hand layup and gets fouled. That'll send Hohenthaler to the line for 2.
Scores 48-14, 5:32 left in the third, and Hohenthaler at the line. Just a bit outside. She's going to go 0 for 1 so far. See if she picks up the second basket.
Hohenthaler picked up her, the point guard for the Rockets, Dupuis, picked up her 4th foul on that play.
That'll be interesting to see. Yeah, there's still so much time left.
And she remains on the floor.
Dupuis, number 23. You know these numbers a little bit more than I do. There's Dupuis with a shot and a miss. It's going to be rebounded by Moore, the senior, picking up another rebound. Right over to Aubrey Schmidt, to Gerling, back to Schmidt, over to Price Senior, Gabby. And looks like they're just kind of taking a little bit of the time off here with the big lead, 48-14 with 4:50 to go in the third. They're slowing it down a little bit.
I think we found our full-time broadcaster.
Where?
Right, sitting on my right here.
Listen, man, I was just letting you eat a hot dog, you know. It's nice to get a little break there. Obviously, you put in a lot of time during the day, you know, helping our kids, and then come up here in the booth, you know. It's probably tough to find a meal once in a while. So.
Yeah, every once in a while. Schmidt missed the three, and West Burlington got the rebound. They push it into Moore. Moore misses the turnaround jumper. And that gets the ball to Dupuis at the top of the key. Schmidt brings the half-court pressure out there. Puts a little bit of pressure on the ball. And Dupuis throws it away. Hey, we've got some new players coming in here now for the Falcons. That looks like Meg Ryan, number 44, and Jashira Baylark, number 12.
I like to see it.
And it looks like we've got a little bit smaller team on the floor comparatively to what we had.
They're giving Moore and Schmidt, two of our leading scorers, a break there. As far as statistics go, you know, that's going to be Gabby Price for the missed three, and number 31 is going to get the rebound. That is going to be Tessa Story for Harmony. Dupuis, you mentioned earlier, with the 4 fouls, takes it down. Over to number 43, Proper, and it looks like Jerry Price, a little too much defense there. She's going to pick up a foul. Let's see, that's going to be Jerry's. What number is Jerry there? 32. That's going to be her third foul, so that's kind of interesting. Dupuis, right inside the three, tries to bank it up, misses it. Rebound by 31 is going to be Tessa Story. Looks like back to Dupuis, to Story. Number 43, that's Proper.
Side for Harmony. 48-16 with 2:37 to go in the third quarter. Gerling going to her right down the middle of the paint. She ends up short. Rebound, Elena Whitaker. The trap on in the half court. Get the ball back out to their point guard. It goes around the right-hand side of the floor. Picks up her dribble, passes it over there to Tessa Story. Tessa Story travels as she tries to go to the paint. And West Burlington ball.
You mentioned Baylark and Megan Ryan are in. Ryan is a very decent size. You know, she's a tall girl in 9th grade. I like to see that, and she's definitely shown some good defense in there. So I'll be definitely watching those two.
Yep, and Ryan just a freshman.
Ryan's a freshman. Baylark's a sophomore. So, like we mentioned earlier, it's a young team. You have two seniors. Obviously, they're starters, but other than that, a whole host, a flock of Falcons that are freshmen, sophomores, and looks like 3 juniors with Schmidt, Hohenthaler, and Thoman all coming back next year, and we're excited to have them back.
Which really brings up a good question, B-Hop. You mentioned the flock of Falcons, and do Falcons actually flock? And that's, you know, the question that I sometimes ponder, you know, between the end of the school day and the start of the basketball game at the end of the night. Because it's so often.
You lose sleep over that, do you? I mean, that's a good trivia question. Do Falcons flock?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you have to wonder a little bit about that. It seems like the Falcons a lot like an eagle or a hawk. You know, are they territorial? The steal there by Dupuis. I know our Falcons tonight have been very territorial on the defensive end of the floor, but unfortunately led to a Falcon turnover and a Rocket basket. We definitely know that Rockets don't flock. Gerling from the right-hand side of the court. She misses a 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound, Harmony.
That may be her first miss there, if I remember the stats earlier. I think she was 4 for 4 maybe on the 3-pointers earlier, so that's going to be Harmony ball. I think it went off on Jerry Price.
She got a little bit of a block on the turnaround jumper there.
What just a question here, and you might know this. What constitutes the continuous clock? Is it 30? Over 30?
I believe it's over 30. I'd have to look at the rule book to be sure.
Because I see the clocks. This quarter's obviously gone quicker than others, but then here it's stopped. I don't know. We'll see.
Unfortunately, Price picks up a foul on the turnaround jumper by, can't see her number. I think that probably is Whitaker, who steps up to the line, misses the first of her free throws, and that'll send Hohenthaler in for Price, who picked up her 4th foul on the play.
Yeah, 23 Whitaker.
Whitaker shoots her 2nd, and she drains that one. The score now 48-19, Falcons with 1:04 to go in the 3rd quarter. Jardins brings the ball up, sees Gerling over in the corner, says, let's try to get her another look. That time Gerling short. Again, Moore with the rebound and the putback. Tori Moore battling inside. She
nice rebound by Moore. The Falcons put a little pressure there. Harmony is able to get up to past half court and resume play. Here we go.
That's Moore's 9th point on the game. Harmony takes a deep 3, which goes off the back of the rim. They do get their own offensive rebound, but they step on the sideline with the clock running, 25 seconds to go in the quarter.
Last shot, very interesting from Harmony. That was a one-handed 3. I don't know if you saw that or not.
And so with 18 seconds to play, we go to Jardins on the left-hand side of the wing. I'm sure we're looking for one shot here. Schmidt at the top. Schmidt, Coach Price yelling, go, go, go back. We go to Gerling in the corner. We've seen this play run several times with 5 seconds on the floor. Back to Schmidt at the top. She dribbles to her left. She shoots a running jumper at the buzzer.
Nice shot.
Tori Moore gets an offensive rebound, but too late to get the putback. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, your score, the Falcons 50, the Harmony Rockets 19.
With that, we're going to take a break here and see the band's not going to play. We'll give you all a minute. We'll be back in just a minute or two. And we're back.
Coming out of the timeout will be Harmony basketball.
We'll definitely give you everybody an idea what the junior varsity boys did. They're playing right next door, and we'll give you guys the score of that game. Probably do that at the start of the boys or right before the boys game. We're going to be announcing that as well.
Harmony got the ball in, and their player was immediately fouled by Gerling. That's her 4th foul. They inbound again on the right-hand side of the floor following the foul. Taylor tries to throw it in there, but I didn't see who came up with that.
Tori Moore caused the turnover, and she's going to be the cause of a rebound down on the offensive side.
She misses her putback. Schmidt gets the rebound and is fouled by Hannah Hudson inside the paint. A little bit of the frustration.
You hear it down in
the stands here.
Sure, yeah. Parents, they didn't agree with that foul. But there you go.
Schmidt goes to the free throw line, knocks down her first.
Hitting that second one, that's going to be 17 points for Aubrey Schmidt.
52-19 for the Falcons, with 7:20 to go in the game. Harmony does a nice job handling the pressure there. There's a little bit of a trap by Price and Moore, who leads to a turnover. Steals by Schmidt. Schmidt goes to her right and scores on the layup.
Faked with the left and cut right back right. Being a lefty, she handled the ball well there and picks up 2. That's going to be 18 points for Schmidt.
Again, West Burlington with the pressure, and Harmony another turnover.
with 6:51 to go. It's West Burlington Falcons 54, Harmony 19. Schmidt for 3. Not enough there. It's going to be, doesn't touch anything. It's going to go out of bounds. Harmony ball. Looks like number 31, Tessa Story, is going to inbounds. And West Burlington players Hohenthaner and Desjardins are out. Pressure's still going on. Looks like Baylark and Ryan back in, the freshman we talked about earlier. Pressure by West Burlington. Aubrey Schmidt, turnover. Nice job by Megan Ryan to keep the ball to West Burlington. Schmidt looking for somebody to pass to, gives it to Gabby Price, and Price back to Schmidt. Over to number 12, Baylark to Price for 3, and not enough there. West going to be Harmony ball.
Harmony brings it back down the floor on the right-hand side. Moore reaches in for try to get a steal, and Tori just needed to move her feet a little bit more there. Instead, reaches, gets called for the foul.
Looks like Gerling and Jerry Price are going to come in for West Burlington, getting ready to at least.
Harmony will have the ball after a deflection underneath their own basket again. Aubrey Schmidt and Tori Moore will get a little bit of a break with 5:11, 5:10, 5:09 to go in the game. Baylark tries to get the steal on the inbounds pass, just goes by it. She comes out playing good defensive stance against 15. That's Michaela Green. Michaela Green picks up her dribble, throws it over to 33, Allison Taylor on the left-hand side of the wing. She goes left, ends up shooting a nice, nifty little right-hand layup on the left side of the lane.
I'm going to give an assist to Alina Walker on that one. She gave her a nice wide-open freeway to drive right down there and pick up those 2.
Absolutely. Gerling goes down to Jerry Price down the corner. She misses everything, and Harmony secures the rebound. They're bringing the ball up slowly, calling out a play. That's Tessa Story with the ball. Story puts the ball into Hannah Hudson. Hannah Hudson catches the ball at the free throw line. She puts on a move, and she gets called for the travel.
Looks like West Burlington's going to get a timeout. That'll give us a break as well. I did want to mention at halftime, Coach Price for the West Burlington varsity girls will be up here. Halftime of the boys varsity game, which will also be televised via webcast. Coach Price will be up here, and we'll have a few minutes to engage Coach Price on what they did good, and maybe a few minor things they might not have been so great. But with the score of 54-21, you gotta believe there's a lot of positive coming on the West Burlington side.
Absolutely, B-Hop, and I can tell in your voice that you're planning for that interview very well right now. You've got a number of questions lined up for him, and I'm sure Coach Price will enjoy fielding those questions from you at halftime of the boys' game.
I did want to mention, I believe on this webcast, there's on our webpage, you'll have to click out of this one and click onto the other one. So you'll probably have 2 different. It won't be a continuous webcast. This one will end and a new one will start. So be sure to look at West Burlington homepage. Call your friends, grandma in Alaska, grandpa, and wherever, just give them a call, let them know they can watch the boys or watch the rest of this 4-quarter as well.
And speaking of relatives, B-Hop, where were your relatives mainly located here?
Right here, Mom lives in Burlington, Grandma lives in Burlington, grew up in Keokuk. I personally grew up in Dearborn, Michigan. I've been here 20 years. I'm from Iowa. I'm a Burlingtonian.
Yeah, that's good. The pass goes inside to Harmony, a nice little basket cut, and they're excited about that one because that gets number 31, Tessa Story, a basket on the inside. That's her first basket of the game. Gabby Price brings the ball down the center of the floor, gives it to Baylark on the right-hand side. Baylark pass fakes, drives middle, loses the handle a little bit, pushes it out to Gerling, over to Price, who gives it to her sister down the baseline. She goes around the defender and hits the side of the backboard with her attempt. Harmony gets the defensive rebound. Now, as a Dearborn, Michigan, were you born there in Dearborn?
Born in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Went to kindergarten in Burlington, and then lived 17 years in Dearborn, Milford area.
Gotcha.
Dad worked for the car the car guys.
Oh, sure.
Did a little computer program for the Big Three Automotive.
Yeah. Price takes a little jumper down the short corner. Oh, it rattles right in and out. And again, Story with the rebound. Harmony's looked a little bit better here in the second half, a little crisper with their passes. And as I say that, the ball goes down to Hannah Hudson, who drives to the middle. She misses a shot, gets her own rebound, and gets the putback on the inside. Harmony shows some pressure of their own. Baylard gets the ball, gives it back to Price, who will look to push it up to Gerling here in a second, I'm sure. She does, over in the left-hand side. Gerling takes another three-point attempt and misses. Two Harmony players collide on the rebound, but ends up being Harmony securing the ball. Allison Taylor picking up the loose ball in the paint.
As you mentioned, Harmony's playing crisper. I think the score is definitely, the margin has narrowed, and it's a combination of them playing a lot better. And I think I don't know if you noticed, but we're not hitting our threes either. We're still shooting just as many. So,
absolutely right. And little scrum for the ball there. Baylark on the ground, and it looks like it's going to be a jump ball. The ball will remain. No, the ball will go to West Burlington.
Baylark and Jerry Price to come out. Tori Moore, and it looks like
Aubrey Schmidt.
Re-enter the game with 1:38 left in the fourth.
And so we're ticking down here at the bottom. You excited about the new acquisition? Are you a Michigan College fan at all, or?
I was always pro Iowa, and I mean Iowa in college level. Only because Iowa didn't have any pro programs. So I'm definitely a Detroit fan when it goes to the Pistons and the Lions and big hockey town. Hockey.
Right. Red Wings
and huge Tiger fan. So
yeah.
But
glad to hear you're staying in local here for the college front. Of course,
Right.
Michigan, the big news in Ann Arbor. Them getting the new coach from the 49ers. And so that'll create some interesting things next football season. Of course, Ohio State, as the clock's running down here at the end of the fourth quarter with the national championship win last night. Did you get a chance to watch that at all?
I did, and I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of Ann Arbor picking up a big-time coach, and obviously Ohio State, that's a good coach in there, and his third championship, and those numbers prove themselves. I see a lot of juniors in high school thinking about where they're going to go next year, and I'm sure they're giving the Big Ten some consideration. Unfortunately, it probably won't be Iowa.
Yeah, that really is good news for the Big Ten. I mean, a lot of people in our area, calling for Coach Ferentz's head, and it does say something that the champion of the nation came out of the Big Ten. And so Price dribbles the ball up the floor here, goes over to Schmidt and down to Ryan in the corner.
Oh, nice steal.
Steal by the Harmony player with 2 seconds to go. She's going to try to get it up before the horn. There will be no call late in the game. So your final score here, West Burlington Falcons 54, the Harmony Rockets 27. And the girls will meet there at midcourt and shake hands, tell each other good game, as will the coaches. And we will have about 15 minutes here between games. You may have to click on another link on the website to watch the boys' game. They may be counting it down there.
I think you will. So what we're going to do here, we're going to end this broadcast, and I got to say it was an awesome job doing it with you, and we're going to stick around and do the boys again together. We're going to end this webcast. However, we will get video up right away, so give us a few minutes. Click on that other one. You can watch video for a little bit. We'll take a break, get something to drink, and we'll be on the mics with just a couple minutes before the game. So with that said, again, 54 Falcons to 27 Harmony, and pretty excited about that interview you'll be doing at halftime of the boys. With that said,
hey, great job, B-Hop. It's been
Thanks,
fun doing the game with you. Look forward to the second one.
Me too.